Hi everyone. So I really wanted to talk just real briefly about what Compassion International is about and why I'm going to participate in Walk with Compassion at the end of June. It's a fundraiser for Compassion International, and I really just wanted to give some context into why I'm doing that and what compassion is all about to me. Um, so Compassion International is a child sponsorship program. They they're Christian based. They have childhood development centers all over the world. And what these childhood development centers are is they are local churches. Compassion finds regions of the world where they believe they can establish a strong Christian base, and they find Christian churches that they can go into and provide these churches the tools to give their impoverished children a Christian education, along with food and medical support and clothing and basic life supplies. Really making an effort to release children from poverty in Jesus' name. That's their slogan. Um, and they do this not by taking over all of the instruction and all of the action themselves, but really giving the parishioners of the church, giving the congregations, the pastors, and all of the church faculty the power to do it themselves, to teach their own kids, to to empower their own families, to support their own infrastructure, everything along those lines. And then Compassion just has offices in country where they employ program directors, people who go out into the field and really facilitate development of new centers and maintenance of existing centers. That's how they operate. So your $38 a month, if you choose to become a sponsor, really goes toward making sure that those centers have what they need to succeed in developing these kids physically, psychosocially, socioeconomically. They really try to cover the whole spectrum of what a child needs to thrive and what their families need to thrive. And so they're really more about developing the whole child rather than just making sure they have enough to eat, during the day, or just making sure that they have some clothes on their backs. They really try to go above and beyond there. I've been doing compassion for about 4 years, since about 2012 when I got back from a personal trip um, to Peru with some friends. I decided to start sponsoring. I started with a little boy in Indonesia, and now I currently have three children I'm sponsoring, all from South America, Israel and Ecuador, um, Elmer in Peru, and Elias in Bolivia. And it's really just been a wonderful experience and a wonderful way in my life to be part of something bigger than myself. And there are so many ways that you can help this organization out. They're very reputable. They have the highest scores you can possibly have with pretty much all of the charity watchdogs. They audit themselves to death. They allow themselves to be externally audited to death. They really have their act more together than pretty much any other charitable organization of its ilk that I've seen. So I really hope that you consider supporting them, and I would really appreciate your support in the Walk with Compassion drive that I'm doing at the end of June. So if you have any questions, I'll link to their website and stuff in the description, and I'll probably annotate a couple things, including my video that I made of my Bolivia trip just recently and posted. I will give that to you as well to look at. So I really appreciate your support, and I hope you'll consider supporting Compassion yourself.